Could be one of Steve Wood's
VIPboxing.tv is for 3-minute rounds of boxing in the middleweight division. Introducing to you firstly, boxing out of the blue corner, wearing the multicoloured shorts. At the weight he's scaled, 11 stone, 1 pound, 2 ounces. Tonight is his 24th appearance in a boxing ring. Presenting from Warminster, here is Paul Cummings. And opposing him, boxing out of the red corner, wearing the black and white coloured shorts. At the weight he scaled, 10 stone, 11 pounds, 6 ounces. From 3 contests, he has 3 wins. One of those wins coming by way of knockout. Presenting from Shaw via Oldham, here is Jack Demolition Man Rafferty. Timekeeper Phil Morris. Jamie Kirkpatrick is our proud referee from Preston for 3-minute rounds.
Punches up and watch your head. Obey my commands at all times, defend yourselves at all times. Touch gloves, good luck to you both.
Good crowd reaction there from Rafferty. I could barely hear myself think when he was making his way to the ring, John. Is it exciting fight for these young kids? He'll build a following, I do believe that. Let's see how it goes here.
Things out, round 1.
You say Cummings is very rangy. If he stands and fights against someone with the build of Rafferty, it's going to be a short, brutal night for him. Already took a right hand to the head, right uppercut as well. He's not hanging about here, Rafferty. Cummings lands a left hook. That's what I'm saying. He'll go out punching Paul, but he could go into the wrong game plan with a kid like Rafferty, short, compact and well scored, who can hit.
Almost waiting to be it from Jack when he can land one of those right hands.
Yeah. And Rafferty came forward with the nickname the Demolition Man. He proved himself to be that in this last fight, so we're looking to live up to that nickname once again. He's still got a box a little bit smart though, because Cummings is looking to wing long shots in, and you can't just walk through people. You've still got to you got to set it up. You got to use the jab to open it up.
Yeah, setting the shots up's the most important part, isn't it?
He's looking very powerful and compact though. Yeah, even when he's missing shots, you can see the velocity on the punches that he knows how to deliver them. And Cummings, as you said, has played right into his hands. I think it's the only way Paul knows how to fight, and like I say, the height of him and his build, he's not built for that kind of fight. I mean, he sank in a body shot of his own there, but then got repaid in kind, and obviously the impact is more with Rafferty's punches.
He just started to pick his punches nicely now, Rafferty. He rushed his work a little bit in the opening few seconds, but he's really settled into this one now. There's another uppercut landing through the middle.
Great right hand as well, and then he doubles up on it, and he's really got him in trouble with that one. He's going to have to be careful here. He doesn't know how to hold Paul. He's just going to fight back, and at one point Paul's right hand was outside the ropes. He almost was lucky he didn't get tangled up in them like Larry Holmes against Mike Tyson when he got tangled up in the ropes before getting brutally chinned. So it was a bit of a crisis moment there for Cummings, but he's bounced back from it well, landed a right hand to the pit of Rafferty's stomach.
That's a lovely shot that he picks, that right uppercut. And when they're in close, he picks it nicely. He's landed it a few times now.
And he's feeling it, Cummings. Looking in his eyes there, he looks like he's been up all night drinking. It's only the first round, so it's going to be a tough one for him. I think that first round has showed that Jack's going to have to open him up a little bit. Yeah, as you can see there in the slow motion, he's landing some heavy shots, but he's missing a few shots as well, so he needs to be more circumspect. Well, that can tire you out if you keep missing, so he's got to open it up a little bit, get them hands moving out the way where he wants them, maybe work the body and then go to the head.
As you say, especially if you're a big puncher, if you're missing punches and you're loading up on every shot, that is going to tire you out. So you might not have to think about that in this fight, but that's something to think about long term.
You're always looking forward, you're always looking to improve for the big fights. Perhaps just use the jabs and the feints a little bit more, touch the body to bring the hands down. And Cummings is still firing, he's not holding, Jack's a little bit reddened on the right hand side of his face, so he's obviously throwing with a bit of force.
So maybe that's what the corner have told him, to just settle it down a bit. Obviously he's a young buck who wants to get enough of stoppage. The adrenaline's flowing, but he wants to make sure his punches are also flowing in the right direction.
Still got to do it in the right order.
And you must have been in that position, John. You've had someone come back to the corner quite hyped up after missing a few shots, winning the round. But have you given them a chance to think first, or do you go straight into giving them some analysis of the round?
No, you know what? You just tell them to breathe. Just tell them to breathe, and then once they start breathing and look at you, then you tell them what they want to hear. And then when they listen to you, then you let them have a drink of water. It's all about, it's no good telling them straight away when they're still hyped up. You've got to calm them down.
I was talking with Jamie Moore recently as well, and he said the same thing. He said the first 10-20 seconds they're not going to listen to what you've got to say.
Just get them breathing in that, so they're ready to listen.
And he's settled down a little bit more this round. Rafferty's not coming out like it's his first night at the prom.
Yeah, he's got to set these shots up. He's got to set them up.
That's a nice left hook to the body, and as you said, John, he's picking the shots more now.
He'll bring the hands down then.
Right hook and left hook to the body there, and as you say, that'll bring the hands down, and you can try and land a spectacular shot to the chin.
Fair play to Paul Cummings though. He's against a bigger hitter, and he's not looking to run or hold. He's looking to get his shots off.
Yeah, and when Jack does pick his shots like he did then, he looks in complete control. But when he just gets a bit reckless and starts hitting the gloves and missing with shots, it just gives Cummings a bit of confidence, and that's when he throws back.
When he picks his shots, he looks classy. When you just start throwing big shots, it could be anyone in there. You're not showing your skills then. Now he's a lot more accurate this round because he's not going quite so gung-ho.
And they always compare the decent opponents to maybe a street mugger. If you see someone walking down the street, if you've got your senses about you, they won't bother. If you're a rolling drunk, staggering from lamppost to lamppost, they might try and take advantage of the situation. And that's what journeymen do in the main. If they see that a prospect is not concentrating, they might try and nick around here and there.
And you know what? Paul's throwing his shots with intention, so, this is a good test for Jack. And he's calmed down this round now. He's a lot calmer. Just use the jab there against the bigger guy. Nice double jab, bring the hands up, then go the body, then bring it back up.
And that's what people forget, isn't it, John, that the jab's all about timing. You can out-jab a bigger man if you manage to time him right.
You don't even have to land it. If he closes the ground and gets his hands high in the air, that's all it needs to do. See there, he doesn't have to just walk at him. He can just use his double jab there and then work the body off it.
Yeah, I'd like to see him touch with a few shots as well. There seems to be, he puts everything behind every shot that he throws at the moment. If he just touches a few, waits for the opening and then puts the big shots in, it'll have more effect.
Sometimes a stoppage can actually be a little bit detrimental because then they start looking for that.
Well, we saw David Day retire recently, and I think David Day started to lose his boxing ability when he got those big knockouts and went with too many right hands, particularly against in the Ruiz fight, and he started to look more like a one-sided fighter.
Power can really be detrimental to skills. It happened to Nazim Hamed. Nazim, once the power was like really knocking people over. See, Cummings is having a little go back here. Jack just needs to set it up a little bit better. Nice left hook there. But see, because he's throwing big shots, he's like bang, bang, bang. He needs to let them flow. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. A little bit smoother, not one big one with a split second in between. See there's a split second. Then go 1, 2, 3 instead of 1, 2. You see what I mean?
Yeah, and at one point in that slow motion, he looked a little bit disappointed, Rafferty, when he didn't land the shot, and that's only a natural reaction, I'd say.
He's got to let combinations throw. One big shot, it looks spectacular if it works, but it's easy not to work. He's got to let him throw. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. He's got to let him flow.
And one thing in my shot...
See, the jab straight away, his corner's told him to get the jab working.
Yeah, and like you say, if he sticks that jab out against the taller man, if his timing's right, he'll knock him onto the back foot.
He's hurt him there with 2 shots. As soon as he put 2 together, he hurt him.
Left hook went in there as well, and as you say, he's in a bit of trouble here now.
The ref's going to stop this.
The referee's having a good look. Nothing's coming back, and that's a protest, but as the fighter got got to make the referee not make that decision, John?
He was just ready to fire back, but it was probably the right decision. But he was just firing back, so I could understand the boxer being... But you know what? The referee was only stopping him getting dropped there, so the referee done the right thing.
And I always say the same thing about Howard Foster. Howard takes a bit of stick, but when I'm watching on TV, I know when Howard's going to stop a fight by his reaction, and as we'll see here, the referee was having a close look and thought he had the decision to make.
We'll just see the stoppage here, but it's like you said, John, it's when he picked those shots and set it up behind that jab.
He started off, and see how he threw two together rather than one big one. That's what hurts, the second and third one.
Yeah, and that's credit to the corner as well, because they've obviously sent him out with those instructions to get that jab working, and it's worked straight away.
Credit to Paul Cummings, though, he was always trying to fire back. He's, like I said, he's a game kid, but that was the shot that really hurt, that one there.
Yeah, and as you can see there, the referee's offering and taking a close look, and he probably felt he had to do what's in the best interest of the fighter.
Just 20 seconds of round number 3. Referee Jamie Patrick has stopped the contest. In his opinion, Paul Cummings was in no position to continue. Therefore, your winner, now undefeated in 4 professional contests, indeed the Demolition Man from Shaw, Jack Rafferty. And I'm sure you'll agree he gave as good as he got. Paul Cummings, ladies and gentlemen.
Cummings was still on his feet looking to fire, so I can understand, but, you know, Rafferty had him hurt and the ref's thinking about him.
And as you say, John, sometimes the stoppage comes early, but it's rather the stoppage comes early than comes late, and Cummings was looking a bit in trouble there. But as you say, maybe a couple more seconds we could see if...
No, for definite. Like I say, I would much rather say we're discussing maybe a few seconds early. I'd rather discuss someone a few seconds early than we're discussing someone being carried out the ring on a stretcher. The ref done the right thing. Paul Cummings will live to fight another day.
Yeah, and that's the referee's job at the end of the day, isn't it? He's got to look after both fighters in there, and he's done that tonight.
Let's have a look here.
And as we see in the replay, a nice uppercut went in right hand to the head. So maybe the referee's thinking of the accumulation of punches of the duration of the fight when making that decision.
Plus, he had a game kid firing back, and they're the kids you've got to look after more than someone who knows when to take a knee. He was firing back, and his chin was hanging out there. Like I say, a couple of seconds early, much better than a couple of seconds late.
And what did you make of Rafferty after the first couple of rounds when he finally settled down a little bit?
You could see his skills, you could see his power, but I think it took him... I think he was still excited by his last stoppage, and once his corner got him calmed down, and he used the double jab to set it up and then let his hands flow rather than looking for the big one, he got the stoppage he wanted and looked very impressive, to be fair. This could be one of Steve's future stars, I think.
I think he'll learn a lot from tonight. The stoppages come when he uses the skill that he's got. You know, he's powerful, but not on its own. He's got to use it with the skill that he's got in there.
Don't look for a stoppage. When you look for it, it don't happen. The moment you stop looking for it, that's when they happen. That was the shot. That was the best shot there. That little straight right that landed. The rest was all kind of cuffing. And yeah, the ref stopped it. Paul's a brave kid. He's going to protest, but the ref had his best interests at heart.
And as you say, that's the referee's job. Ultimately, we give the referees one of the toughest jobs in the sport.
Oh well, it makes me look good.
We just thought that was a beautiful combination, but I'd say all the looks have been given to John for this particular one. It's looking good with the beard as well, John.
Oh, I've just been put here to make you look good. That's all they're paying me for, to be honest. It looks like we're the mum and dad to the one on the end, don't it? To be fair, about 20 years difference.
I've had a rough night last night, John.
I think we all have. But you know what? I like the look of Jack Rafferty, and for his 4th fight and 21, is he? I think he's going to do something. I've got a feeling about him that he could do something as long as he takes the lessons on board.
Yeah, and that gym's bounced at the moment, isn't it? Obviously, Danny Wright's leading the way. He had a good performance on that Ellen Road show. There's people that are coming through in that gym that are following Danny's footsteps, but they're not that far away from him. You know, Jack's not had many, but the skill level that he's showing in there is very close to what Danny's got. That's
how it works, and you know what? Jack might get a title fight a bit sooner than Danny. He'll jump past him, and then Danny will be wanting to go past him, and then the lads behind them. That's how it works, and that's how the lads progress, and all of a sudden you've got 3 or 4 champions in one gym.
And here we have it then. Next up, Andrew Fleming will be looking to make a statement.